a nation at war with Hamas, which controls the Gaza Strip. More than 800 people have been killed on both sides since the war broke out on Saturday, when Hamas rained thousands of rockets on Israel in a surprise pre-dawn attack from Gaza. In the latest, Israeli forces said they hit over 500 targets in Gaza overnight, which they say severely degraded the capabilities of the Hamas group. The massive retaliatory strikes came in as Israel leaders warned of a long and difficult war. While the Israeli military has also amassed 100,000 reserve troops near Gaza, the troops say they will make sure that Hamas will not be able to govern the Gaza Strip, hinting at a possible full-blown invasion of the Strip. The development came as Israelis were hunting down the last Palestinian fighters who had infiltrated southern Israel. Hamas, on the other hand, has criticised the US for sending a naval strike group near Israeli waters, calling it an act of aggression against the people of Palestine. President Joe Biden ordered the US warships, including an aircraft carrier, to move closer to Israel in a show of support while sending fresh military aid. Israeli authorities have confirmed 800 deaths, including at least 260 bodies that have been recovered from a music festival site. On the other hand, Gaza officials reported at least 413 deaths. Multiple foreign nationals have also been reported dead. 10 Nepali students have also been killed. The Thailand government says 12 of its citizens have been killed in Israel, along with citizens of France, Cambodia, Thailand, Ukraine and the UK. An unspecified number of Americans have also been killed. Mexico stated that at least 2 of its citizens are thought to have been captured. The Hamas militants launched a multi-pronged attack on Israel from air, land and sea on Saturday. The fighters left a trail of dead bodies on Israeli streets as they roamed at will, killing and taking hostages. With an eye on bargains, over 100 Israelis have been taken hostage by the militants. Many in Gaza celebrated the surprise attack on Israel, while Tel Aviv vowed mighty vengeance. Israel also came under attack from the north. Hezbollah, a powerful armed party backed by Iran, said it launched guided rockets and artillery onto 3 posts in the Sheba farms in solidarity with the Palestinian people.
Regrettably, history for some media and politicians start when Israelis are killed. Our people have endured one deadly year after another. We chose the peaceful path to achieve our rights, but Israel continued using blunt force against Palestinian lives and Palestinian rights. Israel cannot wage a full-scale war on a nation, its people, its land, its holy sites, and expect peace in exchange.
New Delhi, along with many Western capitals, dubbed Hamas's actions as a terrorist attack. Meanwhile, Israel's foes, including Iran, have hailed the militant group. Anti-Israel protests have also flared up in Iraq, Pakistan, Turkey and some other nations.
یک جلوه‌ای از مقاومت و ایستادگی در مقابل رژیم پوشالی صهیونیستی که حقیقتاً این پیروزی رو باید به مردم فلسطین، به مجاهدین فلسطینی، به همه گروه‌های فلسطینی و به امت اسلامی تبریک گفت.
The October 8th strike came half a century after the outbreak of the 1973 Yom Kippur War in Israel. Analysts are flagging intelligence gaps which undermined what was thought to be an aggressive and successful layered approach towards Gaza by Israel. Well, for more on this, we're joined by our correspondent Jodie Cohen. She's joining us live from Ra'anana. Jodie, shocking scenes over the past couple of days. Just bring us the latest from where you are.
Hi, Ollie. So we're hearing that Hamas has sent more militias this morning into Israel. Most of those have reportedly been killed, and fighting has been going on this morning in 6 border towns. In Israel, 1,000 civilians are reported dead, and it's being compared to Israel's 9/11 and Pearl Harbor. Now, Hamas has taken 100 hostages, and Islamic Jihad has taken 30 hostages from a number of countries in America, South America, in Asia, in Europe, the youngest being 9 months old. And we've also been hearing that volunteers have been picking up the bodies from that party that you talked about where 260 teenagers were killed. They have now been shot at, so they've had to pause their volunteer work there. Now, this is also affecting the Palestinian people. In response, the Israel Defense Forces have hit more than 500 targets, including Hamas and Islamic Jihad war rooms, high-rise towers and a mosque housing Hamas assets and terror tunnels. And the IDF is warning Palestinian civilians to take shelter, and 120,000 have left their homes. Now, Israel has also cut the transfer of electricity, fuel and goods into Gaza to try and limit Hamas's capacity to strike Israel. They're saying that they've killed more than 400 militias in Gaza, and hundreds more in Israel have been killed or taken prisoner.
Jodie, of course, the retaliation from Israel is pretty swift at the moment, but what are we hearing about the potential intelligence failures that led to the fact that this attack happened without Israel being aware it was going to take place?
Yes, so this was definitely a surprise attack, and people are talking about intelligence failures. There will already be an investigation underway, and I'm sure that that will go on for quite some time. In the meantime, communities are rallying around. They're making collections to take packages for soldiers. They're opening their homes to people who live in those border communities so that they can try and get out and come and live further towards the centre until, while this war is going on. The protest leaders, we've been seeing protests for the past 9 months in Israel. They say that they are putting all their energy and resources to helping in this war effort. And now the politicians are starting to make moves, with Benny Gantz, who's the head of one of the opposition parties, saying that he's willing to join a unity government. And we're hearing that Netanyahu and Gantz's lawyers are meeting today to discuss that. Smotrich has apparently agreed to a unity government, and Ben Gvir has said that he would agree if the goal is to defeat Hamas. And we're also hearing reactions coming in from abroad. Foreign Minister Eli Cohen says that more than 80 countries have expressed their solidarity with Israel, including India's Prime Minister Modi. Lebanon, Iranian-backed Hezbollah has joined in the rocket fire, as you were saying. They said that it's a message to those normalising ties with Israel, and the UAE in response has said that they're appalled by Hamas taking civilian hostages. And also the US, we're hearing, has deployed aircraft carriers, aircraft and ships to the region, and is sending further munitions to Israel. And US officials are saying that they expect Israel to launch a ground incursion into Gaza within the next 48 hours.
Okay, Jodie Cohen joining us live there from Ra'anana. Very much thank you for your insight.